This is the Raw after WrestleMania Part 2. Getting ready to kick off here. We've had an action-packed night so far. We saw the return of Diamond Dallas Page. We saw the Riot Squad continuing their domination in the women's tag team ranks. Mustafa Ali, the WWE Champion, turning back the challenge of Drew McIntyre. And now the Intercontinental Champion, Seth freaking Rollins, who's a member of the Judgment Day. And these alternate attires are not working in universe mode, which may be kind of annoying because part of our... maybe I need to exit after each and change it. I don't know. But the alternate attires are not working, which would suck because I spent a lot of time getting those set up for the different factions. And Seth Rollins, part of the Judgment Day with Edge and Damian Priest. He is the Intercontinental Champion. He turned back the challenge at Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. He's going to be going up against the Bullet Club's Omos.
One of the tallest competitors in WWE history. The personification.
Yeah, none of the alternate attires are actually working in universe mode, which is kind of annoying. So hopefully that'll get patched, because I've gone into universe mode and you can change under each wrestler. There's a big Bullet Club logo on his back. Maybe the only way to do it is I have to edit every single match and change the attire, which would be painstakingly take up some time and be kind of annoying. But in universe mode, under the superstar page, you can choose the default attire, and they are not coming out in their default attire. So yeah, hopefully that's something they can get patched. Anyone at 2K can pass that along. But this is Judgment Day versus Bullet Club. Omos sending away Apollo Crews, getting back together with his best friend AJ Styles after a stint in Japan. He went to Japan with Pro Wrestling Noah, had a stint there, and that was enough to endear himself to his former friend AJ Styles. Finn Balor, who made a name for themselves in Japan, and joining the newly formed Bullet Club here. They had a big win at WrestleMania, and now Omos going to try to get a non-title win here over the Intercontinental Champion and see if he can finally win the big one. What we have been waiting for from Omos here. Oh, sending Seth Rollins into the ring steps.
Effectively using the knee. Striking down with the axe handle. Definitely some damage dealt to him there. Omos really leading into his natural power here, and this is what makes him so dangerous despite his inexperience. Shoulder down.
Into the cover here for Omos.
He gets an emphatic kick out.
And Rollins kicking out. I don't know, Rollins. You want to trade blows with the mighty Omos. Good luck to you.
Neither competitor is backing down. Both absolutely drained.
Of course, as we said, NXT. The next episode of Universe Mode is going to be NXT. It's going to be a 3-match card while we crown our champions. The 30-man Battle Royal to crown the NXT champion. And the first 2 matches of the Women's Championship tournament, an 8-woman tournament. Then week 2, you do not want to miss it. It's going to be War Games. 4 NXT tag teams teaming up in War Games. The 2 teams that survive. They got to be friends one week to survive, and the next week they'll battle for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Nice dropkick by Seth Rollins.
Gets the shoulder up after 1.
He's not even close to being done yet.
Oh, caught him.
Uh-oh. No way. No way.
Pedigree by Rollins.
He goes for the cover. And he manages to kick out at 1.
A kick out again by Omos.
To make his opponent question his game plan.
Look out, curb stomp. Oh, you got to jump high to do that curb stomp.
Turn the lights out.
Looks like some words have been exchanged.
And body language is...
And Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion, turns back the challenge of the Bullet Club's Omos. And, well, look at this. It is Braun Breaker. Now, you were beaten. He was beaten by Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
None of us are. What is the meaning of this?
But it looks like this rivalry between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, it may just continue. Now, let's see. Do I need to exit? I want to see what the next match is to change the attire. Yeah, so you clearly see CM Punk is in his alternate attire here, right? He's got the black and white. That's the nWo attire. Let's see if this actually sticks. So we're going to skip past that, so it's not a spoiler. But clearly, Punk is in his nWo. We're going to be Punk in this one. Gunther, who is officially signed to a contract in WWE. He did not win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but my goodness, Gunther had an amazing appearance. If you didn't see it, go check it out. Patreon.com/TVSports27. Go check out Gunther in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, who absolutely dominated that match. Got a contract from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens putting him, of course, right up against CM Punk, his most hated enemy, besides Mustafa Ali.
Behold the intimidating sight of Gunther.
The ring general's ready to come out here and do what he does best inside the ring.
So we've seen a couple of debuts here in Universe Mode. We saw Roxanne Perez. Of course, the Raw after WrestleMania is always about debuts and new appearances. We saw the return of Diamond Dallas Page. Roxanne Perez making her debut in Universe Mode. We're seeing the debut of Gunther, the official debut of Gunther here in Universe Mode. And in the next contest, the High Chief, Peter Maivia, I think shocking all of us, kind of thrown into the Andre Battle Royal is kind of a fun thing, won the whole thing. He got himself a contract here in WWE. We're going to see his debut coming up next. Yeah, none of the alternate attire anythings are working here. Because this should be an all nWo entrance.
Here comes the best in the world. CM Punk is here.
Oh, there it is. Well, I guess maybe the entrance is screwed up. Okay, couple things I gotta look at. So now we're getting the alternate attire for Punk. I'm interested on the next match because Shawn Michaels is in the next match. He's in the nWo. Is it going to save his alternate attire, or do I have to exit every time? Maybe I didn't change Punk's entrance. Maybe just for the tag team entrances. Either way, nWo, CM Punk, Montez Ford, Kevin Nash, Nick Nemeth, and Shawn Michaels. Kevin Nash, after an amazing rivalry between Michaels and Nemeth, brought them together, said you guys are better as a team than you are as opponents. They proved that. They're pretty good as opponents. That's how good they must have been in a team. They proved that. They got the win. They're your tag team champions. And then, of course, at WrestleMania, the nWo made its return. CM Punk, Montez Ford, teaming up with Nash, Michaels, and Nemeth. Not to take over WWE, not like the nWo in the past, although they are going to run their own nWo sold-out events. This is the Sheriff nWo. They're here to keep Kevin Owens and that type of management in check. They're almost like the Vigilantes, almost like a Sting, kind of. Like what Sting ended up being to the nWo. That's what the nWo is right now to Kevin Owens.
Nicely done.
But Owens going to keep throwing opponents at guys he doesn't like. Mustafa Ali, CM Punk, getting these tough challenges, although Ali turned away his challenge. Woo! clothesline by Gunther.
German suplex.
First time to see CM Punk in the NWO colors here. Oh my goodness, that will jar your spine like nobody's business. My goodness.
A reversal. He saw that coming.
Big chops by Punk.
Neither superstar giving an inch here. Boom.
Slugging away with everything they've got. It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Ooh, counter. Caught by Gunther. And again, Gunther getting the upper hand on CM Punk. Those chops. You don't want to mess with the chops of Gunther.
From the top.
Man, that's kind of rare to see Gunther go to the top rope like that.
Nice takedown.
Takes him down into a pin.
Able to turn it into a cover of their own.
Reversed by Punk. Reversal by Gunther. Reversed by Punk.
Turns the tables.
Going back the other way. And finally, CM Punk kicks out.
There's a special word that I can't say on air for that type of slap.
One of the biggest moments at WrestleMania outside of the formation of the NWO was The Undertaker suffering a rare WrestleMania loss. That happened when Angelo Dawkins survived 3 tombstone pile drivers on top of Hell in a Cell and getting thrown from the top of the cell with a last moment desperation move to get the win, defeating The Undertaker. He's going to be in our main event. Now, it wasn't originally scheduled because of the injuries he suffered. Kevin Owens is going to give him the night off. But Angelo Dawkins refused, and he wanted to be in this main event match tonight, which is coming up next, the Fatal 4-Way.
Gunther falling victim to a surge of attacks.
Woo! How about that lariat onto CM Punk?
Somehow, some way.
Punk hanging in there, though.
The track for him could be near.
Punk duck under.
Connects. Saw it coming.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
Oh, that's going to sting.
And who is going to get the upper hand in this one? Duck under by Gunther. Leapfrog. Oh! A counter. The chop countered by CM Punk. Backbreaker. Punk. Oh!
Delivers the leg drop.
Gunther.
And now Gunther heads to the top.
That scary look in his eyes, fixated on the opposition.
Launching.
Tremendous.
Missile drop kick by the Ring General from the top.
He breaks the ref's count after 1.
Not quite enough to put him away.
CM Punk able to power out.
Still only got
Feet on the rope, and still Gunther cannot get the 1-2-3 on Punk.
big kick right to the gut. Gunther put a stop to that.
Man, these guys are going back and forth.
The pump handle. Suplex.
They've studied. I don't know how long they've known that this match was going to happen. Had to have been signed within the last 24 hours after WrestleMania, but these guys have every move from each other scouted. Shoulder first into the post goes Gunther, and another counter. Oh my goodness, Punk dropping the Ring General on the back of his head. And now he wants to try to put Gunther to sleep. Close to the ropes, the blood, and Gunther.
Gunther is down but not out. Such a competitive drive, refusing to
An
let this be
absolutely unreal matchup here. Anaconda Vice, Gunther in the ropes.
Escape, but to no avail.
Will the pain be too much? Will he
Gunther in the ropes. Is referee going to call it? And he does. I don't know if Gunther passed out, tapped out, but referee called that one. And CM Punk.
Two proud competitors.
But Gunther is not happy.
Not too happy.
I don't think
His Monday Night Raw debut.
Finished.
And that's how tough it is, man. You're seeing a lot of these guys. The debut. Gunther, DDP. You got some work to do to be here in WWE. All right, it is time for the main event. This is going to be the test. Are we going to get nWo Shawn Michaels? It looks like it's custom. Maybe I just got to check the OMOS. But here it is. You know, should we just watch this one? I don't know. Should we watch it? Should we be... No, I think we'll control. Let's control Dawkins. But it's The Rock, his grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia, the Hell in a Cell winner, Angelo Dawkins, and one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Shawn Michaels, getting ready to get set for this one. Okay, so maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe I just got to check Omos and make sure his is set. Maybe it wasn't set. Maybe it wasn't a glitch. And maybe I didn't save it, but it obviously just worked right here for Shawn Michaels, so.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Heart.
Shawn Michaels, Nick Nemeth, the WWE Tag Team Champions.
A true showman, Shawn Michaels is always dressed to impress.
And his opponents, first from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 260 pounds, Angelo Dawkins.
So alternates are working. So I don't know. I got to check those couple of guys where they weren't working. But yes, the Prophet, Angelo Dawkins, biggest win of his career. Last year, he was the Gunther last year, having an impressive Andre the Giant Battle Royal, leading to him a year with the Hurt Business. Bobby Lashley, MVP, took off down south. So Dawkins won versus all on his own. He called out The Undertaker for a month for a match at WrestleMania. And before you knew it, he got the win. And here he is, getting ready to see if this is going to be the year of Dawkins.
The Brahma Bull is here.
Final boss mode engaged.
A multi-time world champion. An undisputed all-time great.
And here to ensure his unprecedented dominance in the ring remains intact.
So going into this one, you would think The Rock, his grandfather, they'd be on the same page. Well, earlier in the evening, there was a promo, which we didn't see. We're going to be working some promos into this coming up here in Universe mode. But the High Chief came out, The Rock, said, "Welcome back, Chief. You know, you haven't wrestled since the 80s. This is your first time to be in WWE. You know, welcome to the family. Welcome to the bloodline." Of course, the bloodline, Roman Reigns. We saw The Rock make his return a couple months ago in Universe mode to take the place of Brock Lesnar, who seemingly has disappeared. And they brought in last month Jacob Fatu, which of course seems to have stirred up some emotions within the family here, because that's what High Chief talked about. He said Jacob Fatu, the most dangerous member of the family, of the bloodline, and the High Chief, he came back and he said he's extremely disappointed in The Rock to bring Jacob Fatu, this dangerous man, into WWE. And he's not going to join The Rock's bloodline. He's here to send Jacob Fatu back, put Jacob Fatu away. For the family, for the good of the family. I mean, he's the High Chief. Of course, Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. But there he is, the grandfather, The Rock's grandfather. Grandfather versus grandson. The Raw after WrestleMania.
There is only one High Chief.
And these days, many claim a right to the throne, but we are looking at the man who created it.
All right, guys, here we go. What a night it's been. A night of debuts, returns, fresh faces, and a brand new universe mode.
Action has made it back to the ring, and we can officially.
And the High Chief going immediately after the less than 100% Angelo Dawkins.
For good measure.
Great ring awareness saved him.
Dawkins kind of just keeping his distance right now. Peter Maivia, nice uppercut there. Oh, The Rock dropping Angelo Dawkins.
It's akin to a natural disaster. Oh, man, right to the esophagus.
Stun gun by the High Chief Peter Maivia. Oh, and you see The Rock taking a cheap shot at his grandfather. Chief was going after The Rock. Rock bailed out to the outside of the ring. Fatal 4-way means there's no rules in this one. And The Rock taking a bat to his grandfather. Unbelievable. Man, High Chief also talked about his disappointment in Roman Reigns. You guys remember he joined Retribution. He sold out to Retribution last year to become the undisputed champion, only to lose the titles immediately to Edge. It ended up being a manipulation ploy by Retribution. And High Chief said he was disappointed in Roman Reigns getting caught up in that. And he hasn't been the champion since then. Not the WWE champion, at least. So the High Chief with some strong words for his grandson. And I don't know where Roman Reigns falls on the family tree, where you'd put that in there. Shawn Michaels, the sharpshooter, he knows a little something about that. Rock going, here we go, grandfather, grandson. Oh, and Chief, High Chief. Look at this, Dawkins rolls up Peter Maivia, and The Rock breaks it up. The Rock, previous universe mode, he owned WWE for a time. That was another disappointment that the High Chief talked about because of his commitments in Hollywood. You know, he had his friends like Farouk and Batista that would come and would take over the show for a time, but it ended up getting too out of hand. Of course, Batista ended up being a WWE champion at that point while he was supposed to be a general manager. The Rock sold WWE back to its previous administration, which is, of course, what led to the formation of Retribution. It led to everything that happened over the last year and eventually led to Kevin Owens being in charge now, which they said when Owens won the match in Survivor Series, I think people were originally kind of excited. What is this going to be in the KO show and ECW and stuff? But then you quickly saw Kevin Owens was looking out for Kevin Owens. He got a generous spot in the Rumble. He won the World Heavyweight Championship. He got a main event spot at WrestleMania. And that's when people started kind of pushing back, or mainly it was CM Punk that started the pushback. And it's kind of all gone from there. That led to them bringing in to Kevin Owens, bringing in Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, to kind of get under the skin of CM Punk and everything that's happened since then. Dawkins, can he cap off his victory against The Undertaker? I mean, he's got three legends in the ring. The Rock, Shawn Michaels, and the High Chief Peter Maivia. Oh my goodness, if he can defeat one of these three legends after defeating The Undertaker at WrestleMania, Dawkins will be in a good spot. High Chief with the bat. I don't think I ever saw High Chief use the bat back in Polynesian Pro. And The Rock to his grandfather. Oh, what a reversal! Peter Maivia with the reversal of The Rock.
And The Rock gets warded off.
From behind.
Say what you will about Kevin Owens. He put together an incredible night after WrestleMania card here tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely not every night we see a match like this. Ooh, he fends that off.
The Rock, sharpshooter on his grandfather. Barely got a grip.
He's trying to push himself up, and that'll cause a break. Bam! What a clothesline! Ouch! Dawkins with a spear.
What a spear by Dawkins.
Put The Rock away for good.
Cover onto The Rock. And The Rock kicks out.
Great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it
Sweet chin music onto Angelo Dawkins. The Prophet. And the People's Champ. We got the Prophet, the Heartbreak Kid, the High Chief, the People's Champ here in this fatal four-way. And I think Dawkins, for the second time in 24 hours, maybe those stitches from Hell in a Cell, they've been reopened here.
On his feet, looking lost out there. Oh.
And The Rock feeling the pushback there.
Kind of lucky to only be this banged up in a lengthy fatal four-way match.
Luthez pressed by Michaels onto the High Chief.
Taking flight.
Oh!
Landing.
I think he just got maybe the feet of Peter Maivia.
has increased exponentially. The fans are willing these competitors to push forward.
Rock.
He's about to do it. He's about to do it.
Stunning. Oh, backbreaker from the High Chief onto his grandson.
Down the pin. Can Michaels keep the shoulders down?
Cover by the Heartbreak Kid onto The Rock. The Rock kicks out.
In disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder. The showstopper, HBK, tuning up the band.
Shawn Michaels, his sweet chin music got intercepted. Dawkins. Oh! What is that? Is that the NBA Jam? I gotta look up my Dawkins finishing move. Someone let me know in the comments. Dawkins got to be a big star. I gotta know the moves here.
Look at this, raining right hands.
Non-stop blows.
The Rock at a disadvantage.
High Chief, Peter Maivia, another backbreaker onto his grandson.
Peter Maivia. 2 count. Oh, not yet.
Rock just kicking out at a count of 2. Huge clothesline by Dawkins, back elbow onto Michaels.
Strategy is needed right about now. If that
Rock
could
trips
be
him up. Clothesline. Maybe we're going to see a rematch. nWo versus Bloodline. Rock and Roman Reigns, the former tag team champions. Rock bottom on to the Heartbreak Kid. And Peter Maivia breaks it up. Boy, Dawkins, he's feeling it. This is a man that's been through Hell in a Cell with The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
It's deep, and I don't think it's playable.
Oh my. And just gets cracked between the eyes with the bat.
Looking for the win here. Wasted no time breaking that up.
High Chief breaks up the pin. Dawkins rolls up The Rock.
And he stops the ref's count.
And Maivia there once again. Throwing the bat. Hitting The Rock right in the eyes.
Can't see this fight going much deeper.
And his body has to be in
What a main event, the Raw after WrestleMania, guys.
A lot of damage in this match.
Yeah, Peter Maivia is about to be forced into desperation.
Forearm shot by Michaels on the floor. Meanwhile, The Rock is about to give his grandfather the People's Elbow. We have a sweet chin music. We have a People's Elbow.
Can that finish Peter?
Everybody is down,
For the match.
and The Rock has pinned his grandfather in the main event
That was a match
of the
for
Raw
ages. Fatal
after
four-way goes to one of
WrestleMania.
the goods, but you can only see matches like that once in a decade or so.
What a matchup this has been. A victory for The Rock, and we were just talking about it. You saw Gunther take the loss. You saw Diamond Dallas Page take the loss. These new debuts in WWE. You're not going to come in and just get right to the top. We got the best of the best here in Universe mode. The Rock with the win. And what is the Bloodline? What do they have their eyes set on next? Tag team titles? But I have a feeling this situation between the Bloodline and the High Chief, it's a long way from being over.
Here is your winner,
The Rock pinning his grandfather for a count of 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Universe Mode here. This same group of guys returns on Friday Night SmackDown. There's no brand split. Maybe there's going to be more debuts. The SmackDown after WrestleMania. And don't miss NXT. We're going to be streaming it as a weekly show now, not like last time. So we will be back with NXT. The women's tournament will begin for the Women's Championship. And the 30-man Battle Royal, the winner to be NXT Champion. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. TV Sports, Patreon, subscribe, thumbs up. Patreon.com/TV Sports. Help support the channel.